This evening, guys, was in San Francisco, but you do need a visa to get to Brazil. And tonight, a 2-0 victory for the United States over Azerbaijan. Alexi and I are here to talk about that and give you the post-game look at this. We had talked before the match how the starting 11 for this match against Azerbaijan may very well be the starting 11 for the United States in their opening World Cup match against Ghana. But that was not the group of 11 which finally unlocked Azerbaijan in the last 15 minutes of the match.
Yeah, I think when you look at this game, we talked about beforehand having no injuries, keeping a clean sheet. Okay, Clint Dempsey's groin. We'll see how that all plays out. It seems to be it's just precautionary. He's going to be okay. Josie Altidore, I think, did well. Didn't get that goal that we talked about, but I don't think that Azerbaijan in any way approximated what the U.S. is going to face down in Brazil. But that's okay. This is a gradual type of progression. I do think it is interesting that against an inferior opponent like Azerbaijan, after all the talk for the last 3 years about being more proactive and dictating the flow and taking it to teams, it came down to set pieces. And what happens when it's just about set pieces and the team has scouted you and marks you in the box and knows exactly what you're all about? You got to have something else than just set pieces. You know I love a good set piece, but that can't be your only thing.
You love to push up on those back in your playing days, and it was Mix Diskerud's goal in the 75th minute. Jeremy Schaap standing by with the man who broke the scoreless deadlock.
Thanks, Bob. Mix Diskerud's third goal for the U.S. in 18 caps. Describe that goal for me.
Feels good coming off the bench and providing a goal for the team. It's nice for the win now before the World Cup.
What was the play exactly from your perspective?
I think I actually hit it down to Michael, who had a half volley, and I don't know who saved it. Maybe deflected off somebody, and then I got the rebound. Easy job.
What does it mean to you to be wearing the number 10 that until so recently belonged to Landon Donovan?
For me, it's just a number. I'm playing for what's in front of the jersey, not what's back, the number or my name. When it comes to Landon, I feel like I'm just borrowing it, and I'm sure we'll play together someday, and then he'll get it back because he has more caps than me.
What do you take away from this American performance against Azerbaijan? A struggle, obviously, for about the first 75 minutes.
Azerbaijan, they have had some good results previously before this game. So, of course, we wanted a few goals in the first half, but it's all right that they come in the second.
Mix, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Bob, back to you.
Thank you, Jeremy. 18th time Diskerud has played for the United States, his third international goal. It came in the 75th minute off a set piece, as both U.S. goals did on the evening, but to that moment, two very good chances early on for Chris Wondolowski, who made the surprise start. But here is the Diskerud goal, and it was basically the third ball off a set piece, and it came in the 75th minute. Michael Bradley with an attempt, and he'd come on for Bedoya 4 minutes earlier.
Yeah, and you want your substitutes to come on, even if it's against Azerbaijan, and make a difference. And coaches are judged often by those substitutes. And make no mistake about it, this summer, there are going to be times where Jurgen Klinsmann is going to look to that bench to provide that injection, to provide that spark. And so it's good to see a guy like Mix Diskerud in a set-piece situation come in and be where he needs to be. And Aaron Hansen, my goodness. I mean, how wide open is he? There's 5 guys that just basically have a nice big circle for him, and he's not going to miss that. He's happy. He made a difference coming off of the bench. That's what you ask those guys to do.
So those 2 goals by, again, substitutions in the second half. And with tonight's victory for Tim Howard, 53rd international victory, tying Casey Keller for the national record.
Look, the U.S. is solid in back. That's a world-class goalkeeper, just happens to be American right now. So I don't think that that's going to be a worry for him. More importantly, his communication with that back four that could possibly be the starting lineup, I think was important to get that under his belt, to get some time with those guys, because once again, it's a different back four.
Who plays left back in Brazil? What will be the center back pairing? We saw different variations of that tonight. A lot of questions about that U.S. starting 11, but finally, after 75 minutes, breaking open the game with Azerbaijan, and with a 2-0 victory at Candlestick Park.